Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good evening to Mr. Kamal Aziz, my critical literacy lecturer. So today I will be presenting the third article for my Viva presentation. The third article is titled "Strict Gun Control Will Never Work in America." So let's go right to it. First off, topic. So, strict gun control will never work in America by Justin Haskin is a brilliant article that explore on the relationship between gun regulation and gun-related crime. The author thinks that having stricter gun regulation will not affect the rate of gun-related crime, and he gave us enough statistic and data uh, into this matter about this matter. So after that, source. First off, Justin Haskin is the editorial director and a research fellow at the Heartland Institute. As editorial director, Haskin deals with editorial department, and he basically supervises all the articles that will be printed out. And before it will be printed out, Justin Haskin will go through all the articles to make sure that there is no error. Basically, he works with the research director to create books, arrangement, examines, and different production. So after that, Haskin is also the leader of Heartland Stopping Socialism Project and a broadly distributed creator. He has been distributed multiple times in major advance and print production, including the Wall Street Journal, New York Post, Forbes, FoxNews.com, Newsweek, and National Review. Um, His composing has additionally been highlighted or talked about by the Rush Limbaugh Show, Glenn Beck radio program, the Fox News Channel, the New York Times, Drudge Report, and Newsmax, which named Haskin one of the top 3 Republicans under 30 in 2017. And in 2016, Haskin was named to Media Receipt 30 under 30 rundown of youthful and powerful pioneers on the right. On to the purpose. Sorry, the third point. Haskin is also the creator or co-creator of two Heartland policy briefs, the two of which got huge media consideration, assessing the income tax hikes required to pay for Bernie Sanders' Medicare for All plan, and exposing the Scandinavian socialism myth and evaluation of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. Haskin has additionally co-composed a few national studies by Rasmussen Reports, one of America's driving surveyors. So a little background about him. Before he joined the Heartland Institute in 2014, Haskin is the field executive for the Rhode Island Republican Party, and he is the supervisor manager of African Conflict and Peace Building Review. He moved on from the University of Richmond, Virginia in 2010. And in 2011, Justin earned his MA in Government with specialization in Worldwide Relations and American Government from Regent University, Virginia Beach, Virginia. And he earned a second MA, this time in newscasting from Regent University also in 2015. So, for purpose, going on to purpose. Okay. The article "Strict Gun Control Will Never Work in America" by Justin Haskin was written to show the audience that banning gun or having stricter gun control will never affect gun-related crime. This is because caused to several issues and data. And the anti-gun, and the second point, anti-gun activists protest that the cause of the increase in gun-related crime is that the government do not take action by not changing the gun law and make it stricter. Justin Haskin actually opposed the idea because, and the cause of him wrote the article is to explain that changing the gun regulation will not make a difference. And the third point, anti-gun activists can be more focused on pressing the politician to enforce other laws like having stricter neighborhood control that deploying more guards or police that patrol the public like shopping malls, schools, and parks. Um, okay, for that, it is to change the view of the anti-gun activists that changing the gun regulation will not greatly change the gun-related crime. Okay, so onto the perspective. The article strict gun control will never work in America is perhaps an argumentative text because it 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 argues it conflicted because having strict gun regulation will not change the rate of gun-related crime. Uh, it also shows that the states with fewer gun rules also have the least gun-related crime that is written in the article, which is supported by strong data and statistics. For this article, for me, I agree with the author stance because I believe that the government need to look into other aspects other than the laws. The government can also propose and a health examination or mental health diagnosis that should be done before you given the license to possess a gun. Due to some case, a lot of people with mental health issue actually, most of them actually did the shooting massacre. So next, the author also claimed that improving economic growth is a proven method to limiting crime, which is actually true because one of the reasons that gun-related and gang-related crime is increasing because they are they are in they are increasing in number of which people go into join a gang and participate in and the gun and the gang related crime. Because so why do young people join in a gang in a such young age? This is because most of them do not have enough money to support their daily life, and and they and most of them live in the suburbs, which is a place that they are outside they are placed that outside the city. So one of the reason that they join a gang is to gain fast money, and there is no requirement in order to join a gang. So whether you are really young, like you are 6 years old, you already can join a gang because you can act as a informant that that, that people will not people will not suspect about the 6-year boys. Okay, on to positioning. The participants of this article are the anti-gun activists in the United States of America. First, the article portrayed that states with stricter gun control, such as Chicago, actually have an extremely high rate. Do have an extremely high rate gun-related crime. So clearly, there will always be people that manage to manipulate the law in order to possess a gun, because when there's a will, there's a way. So next, the article showed that even having a stricter gun control, how do you actually could enforce the rules? Because for example, how do you expect that the guns could be confiscated from all households in America. Basically, it could be done, but it will take an extremely long time in order to confiscate all all the guns. And by that time, the guns that the people that have that their guns have been confiscated will actually have find a replacement gun to replace the confiscated one. So for the impact, the article author discusses about whether having stricter gun control will actually help in reducing gun-related crime. The author has explained in the article that you cannot truly control gun ownership in America due to the large size of the states, and there are several differences in gun regulation in each state in the United States of America. After that, it also gives the anti-gun activists a piece of opinion that maybe it's true that having stricter gun control will not help in reducing gun-related crime. Instead of uh, continuously attack the lawmaker to change the law, how about they protest about something else, such as making it compulsory to take a psychiatry test for all citizens to judge whether or not they have the tendency to become a killer. So basically, it's a contingency plan, which before you have a gun, you should have a healthy mind, and your mind also should not be troubled by anything or by any mental illnesses that can cause misuse in gun related case. So on to the visual literacy. The visual aspect of the text are significant because the image shown in the article actually represent the situation. You cannot buy guns at the gun store without having a firearm license that you must have in order to purchase one. This shows that even with having a stricter gun control, anyone that qualified can buy it. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you.